Hi, I'm Kelly G from the Pulse USA Morristown, and today we're here at the Morristown Parking Authority with Nicole Fox, who is the Executive Director. Nicole helps oversee all the parking in Morristown and helps things running smoothly. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for this opportunity, Kelly.
Nicole, can you give us a quick overview of the role that the Parking Authority plays in town?
Of course. The Morristown Parking Authority's role is to provide accessible, clean, and well-maintained parking to serve the needs of the people who live here, work here, and visit. Our system is comprised of nearly 4,000 parking spaces across town. It is located within our 3 garages, 2 decks, 9 lots, as well as all of the on-street parking. We also provide enforcement for the town's residential parking permit program.
Interesting. It does seem like with such a busy town that there's always parking. You know, it's never really all that difficult to park.
When there's a show night, it can be a little bit more complicated.
True. So tell us, what's something that most people don't realize about the day-to-day work that your team does?
So everybody that works at the MPA understands that if you park with us, we may be your first welcome to town, and we want that to be a positive experience. So we strive to maintain clean and well-maintained facilities so that welcome is a positive one. We also have 24/7 customer support, so if issues do arise, we can address them quickly.
Great, thank you. So if someone's coming to visit in Morristown, what's something that they should know about parking?
So this is a great question. So to anybody parking in Morristown, consider the duration of your stay. If it's going to exceed 2 hours, park in one of our off-street facilities. There's fewer time restrictions there. Most of the on-street metered parking is limited to 2 hours. So you could pay for 2 hours of parking and then end up with an unexpected ticket because you overextended your time. And then I recommend also that you read signage. There's a lot more restrictions, loading zone restrictions, overnight restrictions. So it's really important to pay attention to signage wherever you park.
Yeah, and we do have a lot of great parking decks. They work out great.
Thank you.
So when it comes to locals, are there any tips that residents should be considering?
Yeah, so the same tips I just described, your duration and reading the signage, that applies to our frequent visitors as well. But if you are a frequent parker in Morristown, I do recommend that you take advantage of our prepaid parking program. It provides parking in our garage facilities and Bank, Dalton, and DeHart garages at a discounted rate. It is subject to parking availability, but it does provide you with a discount.
So how would somebody get that?
So if you're interested in obtaining it, you can go online to our website, mpanj.org. We have a customer portal there where you can apply for the pass.
Awesome. So are there any big improvements or projects that the department's working on right now?
Yes, we are currently installing new EV charging stations in our garage facilities. So there are currently 2 charging stations in each facility that are obsolete. So we are installing 10 new EV charging stations in Bank, Dalton, and DeHart garages. And then, of course, we're always looking to add inventory to our parking capacity. We recently partnered with a private property owner to open up 80 parking spaces in the lot on DeHart Street.
Excellent. Yeah, with electric cars, it's getting more popular, so that's a great feature for the future.
Yes, we've gotten a lot of demand for that, so we're very excited that we're finally getting there to providing that for our customers.
Great. So parking in Morristown is a big conversation. What would you say to the residents that often will see the parking authority as the bad guys?
So the biggest benefit to a resident of Morristown is that we are a self-supporting system. While we are a public entity, we are separate from the town. We do not receive any taxpayer dollars. We also do not receive any revenue from the summons that we issue. Our system is 100% self-supporting and is operated through the parking fees that are paid by the customer. So it's a user-based system. If you use it, you pay for it. If you don't use it, you don't pay for it. We take those revenues and it pays for operations, and it goes back and it's reinvested into our infrastructure to make sure that it's well maintained and functioning properly.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that you didn't receive tax dollars. So.
Yes, we also don't have any ticket quotas.
Oh, well, that's good to know too.
Yeah, because we don't benefit from issuing the summons.
So what are some common misconceptions about parking in Morristown?
So a big issue we have is meter feeding. So the town adopts parking ordinances and they restrict most of the meters to 2 hours. So you can pay for your 2 hours and then go pay for another 2 hours. But we're looking to strongly enforce that, because when we turn over that parking spot, it directly supports our local businesses. And that's why the town adopted those rules. So it's unfortunate when people return to their vehicle having paid for parking and end up with a ticket.
Okay, but it's ultimately to benefit the small businesses that we need to keep alive here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So the people of Morristown have strong opinions on parking enforcement. What is something that you would like the residents to know about your side of the story?
The MPA is responsible to enforce the parking ordinances adopted by town council. These rules are in place to promote turnover and support the local businesses. So we enforce to ensure fairness and availability of parking. Our role isn't to punish, it's to make sure that these measures are implemented so we can support our local businesses. We understand that mistakes can happen, and we have processes in place to correct those mistakes. We are continuously monitoring our data and looking at our trends and taking in the feedback we receive to see where we can improve the quality of our operation.
Nicole, can you tell us, are there any tools or apps that the residents should be aware of that would make it easier on them?
Yes, so we are contracted with Pay by Phone, and you can pay through that application at our on-street locations and most of our off-street facilities, with the exception of the garages and the DeHart lot. The DeHart lot is one of our new projects that we partnered with a private property owner to provide 80 additional parking spaces, and you can pay, the only way to pay for parking in that lot is through Park Mobile.
What are some of the best ways that residents can share concerns or stay updated on the parking authority?
So the best way to stay updated on our activities is to check out our website. We have an alert section on our homepage, so any closures or constructions, we post it there. We also have employment opportunities listed there, and our contact information is listed there as well. We are also a public entity. We have 5 commissioners that direct the operations of the authority, and they are residents of town that are appointed by the town council. So we meet monthly, and we have a public comment section where anybody can share any concerns or feedback that they have. They can also keep informed. We do have a report section where we report on our activity, and they can hear the latest and greatest.
Good, so a lot of ways to stay connected.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite place that you like to recommend people park in Morristown?
So what's great about Morristown, it's such a walkable community. You really can just find that first parking space, keeping in mind how long you are going to be, staying. Exactly. You got it now. So if you're going to exceed 2 hours, park in a facility, but really the first place you find a space, you're where you need to be within 15 minutes from the furthest location. So that's what's so great about this town, and what I personally love about it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what I love, being able to just walk and see all kinds of things, shop, eat.
Yeah.
All right at your fingertips.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Check us out on all our social media platforms for more information on our community.